We'll go live soon, guys. I just wanted to say to you, we're doing a live show here. We want to make sure we emphasize the super chats. Super chats. That's what we need to do, is emphasize those super chats, because there's a lot of freeloaders out there, you know. I mean, seriously, guys, we're not making any money. We're not making any money without the support of the punters. The Google ads is garbage, and we need the support. Otherwise, man, I've got to get a job. Drive Uber. Drive Uber. I'm sorry to say this, guys, but it's it's come to this. It has. It has. It has. It has. So, I mean, you know, this is just the reality that life is. I mean, life ain't cheap. You ask that blue you know, I just want to say that guy, that vintage watch guy, he's just a cunt. I'll put him in block user. You're going to get a block user. Here we go. Going to get you. I'm going to block him. He's just a smart ass little shit. It was 20, 30 years ago, you stupid shit. Where is he? I'm going to block him. I can block him. Hide. Here we go. Block user. See you later. Piss off. Don't come back. That's the way you got to treat these rude people. If they give you the shits, you're running the show. Block, ban, just tell them to piss off. That's it. There's no point putting up with smart asses there. They're just all smart asses. They're all just little smart ass shits. That's what they are. They're smart ass shits. And it's my show. If they don't like it, they can feet off. That's right. I'm not afraid to tell those spikers where to go. That's exactly it, man. That is the reality. It's reality. If you don't like it, this is my show. You can piss off. So just say that in a friendly way, but we've got to just be a little bit PC, because some of these guys here, they're babies, you know. They're babies. They got one Rolex Sports, and they think they're big traders. They think they're big fancy pantsy. That dickhead Clive, he's the biggest jerk of the lot. I mean, I can't, you know, he just wants to buy the new stuff, show off. Yeah, man, really cool. It's really cool. Really cool. You lousy fike. Lousy fike. That's what he thinks he's so cool. What a loser. Loser. You know, he thinks he's so cool. He thinks he's so, just because he's got a green OP. Man, I still remember the days when Simon Crane had one. That was it. Big deal, man. Big deal. Losers, that's what they are. They're a bunch of losers. What else can I say there? That's it, man. That is it. That's it. Okey-dokey. Let's go live. Okay, let's go live. It's going to go live. We're going to go now. Get the bucks in. Get the punters in. 3, 2, 1. Beep. Hey guys, Archie Luxury on the Archie Luxury corporate channel, your streaming channel. Here we are. We're here. And I just want to say thank you for coming on the show. I love you all. You're really cool guys. Love the Clivers. Love you all. You guys are sweeties. Leo C, $2. Arch, I want to make you a t-shirt. What size are you? 3XL. 3XL will do me nicely. 3XL. There you go. 3XL. I gotta say very quickly there, thank you to Jordan Keslow. Thank you. Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate it. What else can I say, guys? What else can I say? We're back live and we are streaming. We're streaming now. And I gotta say to you, man, it's all good. It's all good. It's all very good, man. It's all very good. Streaming now. There we go. I gotta tell you, man, seriously, it is a very tough world we're in here. Let's have a look there. The ranch is only as good as the bucks he brings in. So bring the bucks in or leave. That's simple as that. It's what it comes down to. Porsches. Let's have a look there. So guys, I've been looking at some automobiles. I had a look at some automobiles down at the Goldie. I'd like to get a third or fourth hand automobile. And I gotta tell you, man, that's the reality that it is. That's the reality that it is. So, yeah, that's the way it goes. Live from the outhouse. Let's have a look there. So, guys, let's jump on. I've sent the invites out. Let's see who's coming on today. Let's see what happens. Jay Wright, thanks, Arch. Your vids help me. Of course, these are the best vids in the industry. These are the best vids in the industry. So, I gotta tell you, man, it's pretty damn good. It's pretty damn good. What else is going on? Let me tell you what's going on there. I'm just going to send a invite out to the Sovron. We'll get that Sovron going on. He's a lot of fun. Sovron, he's a lot of fun. What else is happening here? What else is going on? So let's have a look. I'm just having a look. It's all good, guys. It's all very good. What can I say? Guys? Okay, we got Kalsowitz. Hey, man.
What's up, Paul? How
are you?
Good. What's going on?
Hey, man. What you up to? Talk to me. You're the one who got me the whiskey.
Yeah, how is it?
It's great. I love it. It's really cool. I've actually
let's have a drink. Let me go grab a glass. I'll be back. Hold on.
Yeah. Let's have a drink. I'm gonna have a drink now. Let's have a drink. He's coming back. He's coming back soon, guys. Rich Buddy, Kalsowitz. Yes, Rich Buddy.
It's time to break out the good stuff for you, Paul.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Have you had any of this? This is the good one, Paul.
Delmore. No. I think I have. Yeah, delicious. So what's going on? Talk to me, watchers. What's happening?
I picked up a new watch. I gotta show you.
Just quickly there, fellow riser, $5. Thanks for the review, Arch. Cheers. Thank you, fellow riser. What
no lizard tongue for me.
No lizard tail. Whereabouts are you? What state of America are you in? Where are you? Tell me, give me the stats.
I am in the great state of California.
It's expensive, California.
Yeah, you got to pay for that good sun
Married,
out here.
single, or in an open relationship?
I am engaged to a beautiful woman. It's a lovely thing. Hey, cheers, Paul. Haven't seen you in a while, man.
Hey, man, that's great. ABC joining us. Hey, ABC, man.
Hey, Archie. Hi, Keslowitz.
Hey, how you doing?
So tell me, what have you
Yeah,
bought?
not too bad.
What is the collection? Guess
Well,
what
you're
questions
usually
the viewers?
you're usually good at noticing what kind of watch it is from the box. So here I'm going to show you a corner of the. What brand is that?
Ooh, is that a JLC?
Wrong.
Oh, what Tudor?
You were able to get Paul Clyde's green box pretty well, but you're not recognizing the brown.
No, tell me.
Let me show you the center of the box.
Oh, no.
Your favorite. This is true horology, Paul. Have you ever owned a glass Huta?
No.
So you really haven't experienced, the German luxury, it seems like. So you get a beautiful leather box.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, they make them in China, but that's okay.
Not true.
There's
So
not
here's
actually
the watch.
craftsmen in Germany make it. Yep, okay.
This is the new CQ, Paul. I got it on rubber.
How much was it?
Well, I got it new from the AD, like you always recommend. And I got quite a good discount on it. I'll tell you off the air because I promised it would be a secret sale, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
But
I think that's
that's what they say to everyone, isn't it?
Yeah, right. I really love it, and I got it with the. It comes with that gray strap with the deployant, really beautiful deployant, and I left the stickers on for Clyde there.
So what did you tell me? This what other watches have you got? Tell me what you've got.
Well, I still have that Batman, and I have the Explorer 1, which is the watch you really need to get next.
The Batman, Explorer 1, because you had a Speedy as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I got rid of that. I wasn't wearing that, so now I'm down to the
rid of a Speedy for a glass
three-piece combo meal deal.
Absolute stupidity. That
I know. I knew you'd love that.
Stupidity.
That's why I did it, because I knew you wouldn't agree with it. So I knew. Now I know I'm making the right decision.
It's madness. Why would you do that, man?
Well, it was an amazing deal, and here's why I did it. Because when you only have 2 Rolex to wear, sometimes the situation doesn't call for Rolex. Sometimes you need to be a little more subtle, a little more under the radar, and this is really a watch that I really love and that no one notices, and that's the best part about it, is you can just be stealth.
When are you going to get married, Kalsowitz?
Well, this pandemic has kind of put a damper on that. So maybe next year. We'll see. You want to come? What a great excuse for you to come to America, Paul.
Kalsowitz. Let's stop living in the honeymoon period of romance and new relationship energy. You found love. You're talking. Kalsowitz, this is a godsend because it allows you not to spend stupid amount of money on a wedding. It gives you the perfect excuse to say, you know, honey, I can't stand not being married to you. Let's do it on a budget. Let's do it cheap. You understand? This is the perfect opportunity. Instead of delaying it, this is where
there
you
is
say,
definitely
you know,
a lot
honey,
of money wasted on weddings. ABC,
you know what,
are you
honey?
married?
This is what you say. Let me say. You know what, honey? I can't bear not to be married to you. Let's do it now. We'll have a better wedding when we renew our vows, if we last. There you go.
Don't
How's
say the
that
last
sound?
bit.
You know,
Don't
it's
say the
hard
last
to
bit.
take advice from a guy with your standing, you know.
So tell me this, how much you're budgeting for the wedding? How much? Just give me a budget.
I don't know. We haven't really looked into it. You know what I want to do is, instead of doing the whole wedding venue,
10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000. Give me a number.
Well, I don't know. I really haven't looked into it that deep. It seems like there's a lot of wasted money on wedding. What did you spend on your wedding, Paul?
Which one?
Give me the range.
Okay, so the first wedding, I think it was about dress, rings, restaurant. Hello, my world's greatest dog trainer. Hello.
gentlemen, Islowitz.
My first.
What's up,
Hang
Mark?
on, Marky. We're discussing how much I spent on my wedding. So the first wedding, I reckon it would probably be about $2,000.
Whoa.
The second wedding, I can't even remember the date because I forgot it. You know, I can't even remember what day. We went to this Buddhist ceremony. We went to a restaurant afterwards. That was about 1,000 baht.
Do you think that's maybe why it didn't work out as well as you were hoping?
I had rings.
1,000 baht is, for reference, guys, 1,000 baht is about 32 American dollars.
Actually, I tell you what, there were some rings in there. Okay, there's a little bit more. Okay, and then we had the last wedding I had with the Japanese lady, and that was about 1,500 bucks.
And did her
put
parents?
about 2,500. Dress, rings, restaurant, booze.
Let me ask you: were her parents there for that?
No.
Did you pay Songkran?
We had to cut
did you
the
pay
numbers
dowry?
down. Here we go. We got my favorite rancher. Hello, rancher.
You know, Clyde, I do it for you
Clyde?
because I just do it for you, Clyde.
What? Hey, Kels, what'd you say?
How you doing?
Pretty good. Hey, nice CQ you picked up.
Thanks, man. I'm digging it.
And you
Is that black or blue, Keslowitz?
I got the black. The blue hasn't hit the ADs yet.
What do they retail at?
$9,000 US.
Oh my God! You were joking, aren't you?
I didn't pay that. I didn't pay that.
And
by the way, they just came out last year, so you can't really pick them up used either. But I love it.
I think
It's really
Adrian reviewed those on his channel, didn't he?
$9,000 US. What are you smoking in California?
This is German precision, Paul. You know nothing
Are
about
you a Trump
this. You've
supporter?
never had
Please
one.
restore the faith. Are you a Trump supporter?
California doesn't have many Trump supporters.
I
Your
know
vote really
that.
doesn't matter in California because we're all Democrat here. So,
I might be. Well,
Sovran.
Ronald.
Hello, Sovran. Sovran's joining us.
Oh, we got a full house here.
Look at this.
Yeah, we do indeed.
How you going, Sovran? I like that statue, man.
You know what's really interesting
Morning,
is
Archie.
Keslowitz's shitter costs more than all of your weddings combined.
And just for Clyde, I made sure I had him keep the stickers on the deployant there.
I'm sorry, Kalsowitz. I love you, but I got to tell you, $9,000 US for a glass hoop.
When I tell you what I
diver?
paid, I think when I tell you what I paid for it off the air, you'll be a little happier. I haggled like a
No, he
If
won't.
bitch.
you paid any more than 3,500, I'd be upset.
Okay, you'll be
Well,
upset.
Upset him. Good.
do it. Let's see what happens.
30. I can't believe
Hey,
it.
it's
Why
not
would
all
you
about
buy
the
that?
money, Paul.
It
Listen,
is. That's what
no.
it is. It's all
You're
about
wrong.
the money.
you
You
know
are
what?
Sovran there.
If
It's
you
all
want to
about
make
the
money, you should really be in the stock market, Paul, because to you, it's all about the money. And when you're buying watches, it can't always be that way. You have to have a love of watches and be willing to say, you know what, on this one, fuck it. You know, I already have a Batman. I made money on that. You know, it's up and down. You can't always be, you know, buying it just to come up on it.
You can tell
Archie.
he's a Democrat, can't you?
Archie,
You can
tell
he's
him.
a Democrat,
Archie,
can't
so,
you?
so am I.
Yeah, how
So am
well
I,
did that work with that Obamacare?
Tell him what $9,000 buys you in Pattaya, Archie. Go ahead, tell him.
$9,000, you could buy. Look, that's 9,000 US. That's real money. You know
Yeah, what
this?
is that? What does that buy you in Thailand?
Anything you want.
Stupid chat.
Okay.
You
now,
can live there for a year on that. Fellow riser, Trump 2020. Wah wah wah.
Okay,
$2.
couple of things. Number one,
Because I'm happy, you asshole.
what?
I'm just responding to Marcus Maximus. Because I'm happy, you fuckhead. That's why. Also, because I'm wearing a gold sub. Try it.
Yeah.
You'll smile too.
Wow, that is.
Yeah.
Sovran, you need to get one of those gold subs. That's what you need. He needs a gold sub, you know?
It's worth $9,000.
And the funny thing is, you know, when I bought mine, I didn't pay much more than 9,000 US for mine. Oh, maybe a bit more.
And then you sold it. You sold it. You have no Rolex, sir. You have no.
Archie, I tried on your gold sub.
Yes, you liked it.
Please tell me you pinched one of his links.
Well, it probably would have need to have lost about 5 links to fit me. So Archie's got a big upper
we
flank
got the
there.
same size, Reverso. We got the same size.
No, I don't think we have Archie's. No.
Exactly the same.
You don't even
Look,
have the same size socks.
Chalk ices. We both like the ice cream. Sovron.
Savron has only one chin.
Sovron. That's because his camera is just his Wi-Fi is so bad. He's got dial-up. You got dial-up there, have you? Dial-up. Turkey neck. I gotta tell you guys, seriously, I can't believe Kalsowicz. You guys are giving Kalsowicz credit for spending $9,000.
Who said I spent 9,000? You asked me the retail, and all of a sudden that's what I
We
spent.
spent $7,000 on a glass hoot. 6,000.
Well, that's fine, but what did you buy for your fiance, Kalsowicz?
What was that?
What did you buy for your fiance?
A Seiko 5.
Well, when we got engaged, I got her. Yeah, right. We got engaged about a little over a year ago now, so I got her a ring back then. So she's happy with that.
You're gonna have to cough up something if you don't actually marry that woman already. I mean, like
he's just delayed it. He's got the perfect excuse to have a cheap wedding. He's got the perfect excuse to have a cheap wedding, and he's blown it. Typical Californian.
I don't think.
Oh, here we go. Typical.
You had this is exactly what's wrong with the Democrats. You had the perfect excuse to get away with spending no money, but you had to wait.
That's exactly.
Man, average wedding in America is about $20,000 to $30,000.
oh, that's a cheap wedding.
Yep.
That's a cheap wedding?
Yeah.
You're joking.
So, Paul, you still haven't answered. Would you come if I invited you?
I can't afford to go to America.
No, you'll have to send him a
Have you
plane.
seen the state of my home?
You have to send him a plane ticket.
No.
And they're gonna shoot.
Buy the plane ticket. Do not send them cash.
$9,000 would buy 600 of those horrid lamps. There you go, Sofron.
This is the part of the problem with this group is every time you bring up a watch, oh, how much did you spend? Oh, it's only worth this. It's always, look, it's not always about that sometimes. Sometimes you just like a watch and you want to buy it because of that, you know?
Kaslowitz, let me help you here. It's not about the money. It's my passion.
That's exactly.
It costs a lot of money to get this equipment together.
Paul is losing his touch, I think. You need to get a Rolex. You know, oh, why did you sell a Speedy? Where's your Speedy? Where's your Speedy? Okay.
Well, this is what happens when a man has salted caramel ice cream but no Rolex. You know, really, your mojo is down. Paul, how are the Google ads going these days?
Google ads are not good.
You know what?
No one's traveling. No travel.
When you had Rolex, how were the Google ads then? Better?
Yeah. But it's COVID. This COVID.
I don't know. My Google ads are up.
Your Google ads are up?
Well, when I bothered
Google shaming. That's the way to go, Mark. Google shaming.
When I bother to make a video, yeah, they are.
So tell me this. What do you think? Here we go. Green shirt Buddha. Green shirt Buddha.
Green shirt.
2 pounds. Pontiff likes to 6'9" with 99. You betcha. You betcha, man. You betcha. I would do that any day. I love Get Smart.
Oh, yeah.
Barbara
Eden.
That was the Odd Couple.
The rancher really wants to pull the cone of silence down on this entire conversation.
How is that rancher going? He.
Let's ask him. Rancher, how are you? Buy anything lately? Come on, Clydesy. Let's tease it out of him. I think he's peeing.
His stream, huh?
You must have had a lot to drink last night.
No, he hydrates heavily for this show every week.
Barbara Feldon was Agent 99.
So, Paul, forget the money. Do you like the design, the look,
It reminds me of a breguet, you know, like a breguet, the big numerals. I like the numerals. Faux patina. The new blue one's gonna have white, but this is kind of going after the original 1969. Classic, I think so. As long as you.
I don't mind it. It's a good watch. It's a good watch for Grandpappy. He can read the numerals without his glasses.
That too. That too.
Yeah, maybe I should get one. My
Well,
eyesight's
if you just
going
want
downhill
numerals,
fast.
if you
How's
just
your
want
eyesight,
numerals, you could get this. If you just want numerals, and this one won't cost you more than $1,500.
What's that?
It's a ball. It's my one ball. I have one ball, and this is it.
You got one ball left.
No, I have two
got
balls. The
something
other one's at the
at the
factory.
side of it.
Yeah.
It's got something growing out the side of it.
Got numerals. Well, that's it's the crown guards. It's the crown guards. Yeah.
The horn guard.
Well, you know what? We call this the AC3 model.
I gotta tell you.
Archie's got something growing out the side of him also.
I gotta tell you, I just find it. Oh, look at the big display there. Very beautiful.
Paul, this is what you need next. This is the best all-around watch you can buy for the money, hands down.
Tell me. Da-da-da-da, Explorer 1. Is that the 39?
Explorer 1.
39 Mark II. This
Nice
is the
watch.
watch for the money, every occasion. This is the way to go. You need to get your hands back
Delray
on one
Watch
of these.
Supply has one of those right now. Delray Watch Supply has one. Delray Watch Supply.
I don't know if I'd buy from him. I think David SW is pretty much named him. He's pretty much the go-to Rolex guy at the moment.
I sold a
You
couple of
know.
watches. Yeah, well, I don't know him personally, but I've corresponded with him, and I sold him a couple of watches, and
Did you mention me and the channel?
terrific transactions. Well,
Hey, did you negotiate that at all? Was he flexible on any of the prices, or did you kind of just go with the?
Well, what happened was this. That's a good question. I asked for quotations a couple of weeks before the Rolex announcements. And then after all the Rolex announcements, prices shot up. So I contacted him again, and I asked for a little bit of concession on a couple of pieces, and he gave them. But I figured he would because prices, his margin would have allowed for it at that point. So yeah.
I bought that Milgauss from him a couple of years ago. Mm-hmm. Maybe it was 3 years ago, and he was willing to knock off a couple $100 just by asking.
You have to be sensible, but if you're not crazy, I found him to be a sensible seller. Buy a sensible buyer, and buyers are not usually sensible. So if you people want to buy a 16613 bluesy two-tone, let me know. I got one of those for sale, full kit. But I keep running into fucktards,
Oh, no.
Yeah, well, you know how the punters are, not easy to deal with. And I've got it priced correctly, so I'm just not taking a lot of, crap
No
from the
bargain
buyers.
hunters.
No tire kickers, please.
But Archie told us we all have to haggle like a bitch.
What happened to Clyde?
He's just got blue shirt. Buddha's on. Blue shirt. Hello, blue shirt.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Blue shirt.
Yo,
Buddha.
green shirt, Buddha. Is that you?
Mm-mm.
So, Mark, how's the book doing? Do you get updates on how the sales are, or what's the deal?
The book you're referring to, of course, would be The Art of Training Your Dog, now on pre-sale. Actually, it's 10 days away from release.
Oh, it hasn't launched.
Yeah, so I'll show it again now that I'm all.
So, Mark, I've been tracking that book for a while. Why does it take so long to get to market?
That's quick. That's quick. That is quick, Saffron. That's quick.
It's about 18 months from when
you wrote it over a year ago.
Well, it goes through lots and lots and lots of stages of editing, photographing. It goes to marketing. It goes to design. I mean, the team of people that's involved here is, it starts with me and my co-author. Then it expands to our agent. Then it goes to our editor. Then it goes to a team of editors. 3 lawyers have to comb through and read every word to make sure there's nothing.
3 lawyers?
3 lawyers. 3 different law firms go through it to make sure there's nothing libelous in there.
How much does that cost?
I don't know. They pay me. I don't pay them. So they pay me. And then eventually, it gets designed, and then you have to read the versions of it. I've read probably they sent it back to me maybe 50 times, maybe 50 times, to go through it all. And it's like making a baby, guys. It's like having a baby. It's a very, very painful process. And, and then it comes out sideways.
Archie needs to get Snoop Doggy. He needs to get Snoop Doggy to get into it. So, the art of training a dog, he can cross-promote.
It's a tough process, and it takes a very long time. Oh, and then once it's fully designed, they've got to print it. but they've got to print the pages at one place, they print the jacket at another, then they send it to a bindery. I mean, it's an incredible. Oh, and
Okay,
then
you've now bored the shit out of us. Now we can stop. Okay, thank you.
welcome.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough. You just bored
Blah blah
the
blah.
hell out of me.
Blah 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 blah. And the super chats die.
Yeah, I gotta
Thanks,
say,
Mark.
man,
I
that is-
appreciate that.
Hey, Blue Shirt Buddha, I want to
Yes,
get
sir.
your professional opinion, Blue Shirt Buddha.
Yes.
We've got a Californian Trump hater who's just bought a glass hoop at $9,000. What do you think?
Glasuta. You gotta say it right, Paul.
Could have bought a sub.
Ooh.
Should've-
Yeah.
And be like everybody else.
Yes. Yes.
That's
Be like,
new CQ.
I already have a GMT Master 2. It's
be
basically
like
a sub.
Yeah. Be like everybody else and make money on your watch, or buy a Glashuta.
Or buy whatever watch you want, do good in the stock market, and that's how you make your money.
And you don't mind losing money on watches. You're not going to be my stock investor. Fuck the
That's a
money.
very risky
I'll make it on
volatile
Tesla.
thing at the moment, isn't it? Surely.
Although we are taking the advice from a man with toe fungus, horns, and carpet beetles. So I'm
And
not.
Rolex.
And no Rolex. So
no
Keslowitz, you might be
Rolex.
right after all. How's the bezel? What's the action?
The bees.
I will admit, I would say the bezel is not as smooth as a Rolex.
Wah,
It's got,
wah, wah, wah.
Mr. C.
but the crown, and when you pull the crown, the movement of the crown is much better than a Rolex. It's much
Rolex
smoother.
is sucky for that. Rolex is a pain in the ass to hack.
Pontiff, wake up, Mr. C.
Hey, Mr. C, $1. $1. Thank you, Mr. C.
And if you see, I mean, this is a closed case back, but if you see what the movement actually looks like, it's way better than a Rolex too. So you're paying for
Could be
that.
way better than a Rolex.
Look it up.
I
Look
like
it
the
up.
way, if it's so much better, why does he keep referring it to a Rolex as the reference point?
Because that's what everybody knows.
I see.
I can't
See,
approve this. I can't approve this purchase.
I know,
okay?
that's why I bought it.
angers
That's why I
me,
love it.
okay? It angers me.
You need to get another 5 identical ones before Archie will approve it.
Exactly, Sabron. Exactly. Exactly.
Nasty Sovron.
If you love it, Kelslowitz, then more power to you.
You could have had a 50 fathoms for that though.
Yeah, those. You know what? I liked Blancpains. I was actually looking at those, but they're too big. They hang. The lugs hang off my wrist. So.
Yeah.
I really was thinking about that, and they make a 38. But
Super
the
chat.
38 is like for a small.
Super
too small.
chat. Here we go. Tongo Bongo. The League of Extraordinary Homosexuals. The Rancher wants to come on. Here he is. The Rancher's on. You're on, Rancher.
No, I don't want to come on. No. I promise Mark I'd come on.
I made him.
Does.
I
He
made him
loves
do it.
coming on.
Hi,
He loves
Clyde.
it. I can
I thought
tell,
6 was
man.
the
That
limit.
Hang
guy-
on,
He pays extra.
Oh, right.
If you
Like
pay
Lady
extra,
Wars.
you could have
I see.
Okay.
I see.
ladies have extra too.
nice glass suit.
Thank you. You know, another thing that's cool about them is they only make 8,000 to 10,000 watches a year, compared to a million Rolex, a million Omega, even JLC. They say is
That's
around
because there's only
40,000.
5,000 people a year who want one.
Well, and there's,
You know what? That's part of what's cool about it, though. You don't see them everywhere.
and if there are two things the Germans know, it's A, making watches, and B, strapping impoverished Ukrainians to ox carts.
Right. There's only one problem with Glasuta.
What's that?
It's not a Rolex.
It's not a Rolex. It's not a Rolex.
Actually, I have a Zin, which I like very
Row.
much, but I like its price point at 1,400, 1,300.
1,300 for a Zin. Yeah, I
Yeah.
actually, to tell you the truth, Mark, I think you've just stolen my thoughts. For that sort of money, $1,500. Yeah, you can do the individualistic sort of crappy thing, But for that sort of money he paid, he's got to have rocks in his head. Absolute rocks in his head. I can't believe it. He's serious? He actually bought this and he wants approval from us?
He's the rugged individualist. He doesn't need your approval. He has the money.
Did you do it to make Archie? Wait, did you do it to make Archie mad?
Oh,
Did you-
100%. 100%.
Oh, good. Okay, I approve.
You know what's
Did you get a
interesting is
discount?
Yes, he got a discount.
Yeah, I'll
He
tell
did
you
a
off
massive
the air.
discount. He got a massive discount, but he's not allowed to say because
That's another thing too. A lot of these ADs are hurting, so I didn't just go to one AD. I hunted around. I saw who wanted to make the sale the most,
Played one
and I
against
didn't
the
just
other.
buy it that day. I came back, and finally he broke down and gave me the price I wanted. So, and not a lot of people are buying watches. So it's if you're patient, and it's not a Rolex, you can haggle like a bitch and make a deal.
I see.
I'm waiting for Breitling to come down. They've got that new 42 millimeter chronomet, and I like it, but it's $8,200. I'm starting to see them.
$8,200.
Yeah, it's crazy. But I'm starting to see them on eBay for like $6,000.
Scheitling on time, simply the best.
I'm starting to see them on eBay now for like $2,200 under MSRP. But I want to buy one for like $5,000.
Now, if you get a Super Ocean Heritage white dial really cheap, don't sell that because that's like a big.
Boom, boom.
Actually, I pulled something out of the vault. I pulled up my vintage Hoyer chronograph.
Oh, nice.
It's also known as a Big Eye.
When Archie pulls something out of the vault, it hurts.
Ooh.
No,
I
that's the
can't
lead.
believe it, guys. I can't believe it. You guys don't listen to what I say.
What?
You don't listen to what I say.
Sorry, what?
Well, the
Never
problem,
mind.
Archie, the problem is you don't listen to what you say either. That's really the problem here.
I see. I see. I understand.
What happened to Savron?
You know this?
Savron,
You know this?
I think he just went off in shock. He can't believe someone would buy the glass suit. I've got to be totally 100% honest with you. I do like the look of it. It's not. I can see what sucked him in. It's but it's not healthy. You know that it's not healthy. Okay.
How is it not healthy?
It's not healthy. Okay.
Well, okay, I look at you and I look at Kelsowitz and I see that you're giving him advice on what's healthy.
Point taken.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, that is so
Yeah.
beautiful.
You know,
So-
speaking of Germans, can I show you something that's German? Many years ago, my grandfather stole this axe head when he was being transported in slave labor camps. He stole this from a German Zwiegelvan. A German Zwiegelvan, okay? He stole this, and he said to my grandmother, he said, for whenever I have my axe, I can make a house for us. This is the axe he stole from the German Zwiegelvan.
He built a very small. It was a very small house that he built.
And
very
then,
small.
you know what happened? Granddad started using this to cut a few trees down, and
you couldn't
it
cut a tree with that.
cracked. It cracked. See there, you can see where they tried to weld it up again. The cheap German steel from World War II, because there were shortages.
And
Right,
since
so the
that time,
mix.
that time, no Pluta has ever worked again.
Yeah, since that time,
You're just giving up
no
on.
more. No more.
Well, Clyde, that's why that is the family axe head right there.
And I gotta tell you, man, seriously, those nasty Germans, what can you say? The Zwiegelvan, you know, the Zwiegelvan.
Archie, how much? The punters want to know how much do they have to super chat to get you to use that thing to chop off the horns on camera?
And it was actually given to me as a kid. That was given to me, that little axe, German steel. There you go. That's the story. And yeah, the Zwiegelvan, you know.
Super chat.
Super chat. Thank you, Malik. Say German Zwiegelvan 5 times faster. German Zwiegelvan, German Zwiegelvan, German Zwiegelvan, German Zwiegelvan, German Zwiegelvan, German Zwiegelvan.
Oh, 6 times.
You know, you're like an idiot savant. Like, you can't speak English, but you can say that 5 times fast.
Well, Mark, I halfway agree with you.
You don't agree about the savant part, I take it.
Yeah.
We got the Sovereign, the Schwiegel van, and I gotta tell you, those pesky Germans,
Pesky.
that nasty, you know.
Have you ever even
you know
held a
this?
German watch in your hand?
I gotta tell you, it's like, I don't know if you know this, if you're a car enthusiast. The Italians did a deal with the Soviets. They got second-rate Soviet steel for Fiat design technology. Who got the worst deal, Sovereign?
Who got the worst deal? The Italians.
The Italians.
Absolutely. The Italians and the Russians got the worst
No,
deal.
who got the worst
And not
deal?
only that,
Who got the worst deal?
they
The
ship all the
Italians?
cars over as their cargo on a submarine.
But who got the worst deal? The Italians or someone who pays Archie perfectly good money for a watch review?
Been a while since you've done one, Clive.
Well, at least with Archie, you know what you're going to get. You know you're going to piss your money
No
into
team,
the right?
Man on the Moon, Polar Explorer.
Clive had the most famous and infamous on-air live review ever on this channel. Ever.
Yes, that's correct. You can never forget that one. That one is something that will never be forgotten, Cliveys.
And as usual, someone else did all the work.
Schwiegel van. Schwiegel?
Archie works about as much as a second-hand lawnmower.
Every time you say that,
Good one, Savron.
So, Paul, last time we spoke, your Japanese wife was kicking you out at the end of the year. Did you work that out, or what's the...
Yeah, it's all worked out now, okay?
Give me the goss. Give me the goss.
The goth?
Okay, the
Yeah,
cost.
I think that's about enough now, Kelsowitz. You need to get off that topic.
Yeah. Look, I got to tell you honestly, Kelsowitz, life ain't easy. Marriage is a very difficult thing, and you will discover that you've been conned. You will discover, you know, that love, that energy you have there. It's called new relationship energy, and believe you me, it is short-lived.
Doc, how's it going?
Archie, I've got to butt in now. I've met your wife. She's a delightful woman, and she's very patient with you. I think she's
Oh my
lovely.
God, that goes
You
without
would
saying.
need to be patient with me. You would need to be very patient.
The poor woman is raising 3 children.
Every time I've
Exactly.
met her, she's been
3
very
children and one
respectful, been very
cattle.
patient with you.
Yes.
And there's 3 key
And
words
she
about...
tolerates your
philandering.
Eccentricities.
Philandering.
Eccentricity. By the way, I want to get stuck into the dog trainer. Okay.
Ooh,
I had the plumber out last week.
Yeah, did he do it? Did he put in your
Okay,
Thailand
the bum
butt
gun.
gun?
He said it's illegal for him to plug this in because it
Super chat.
doesn't have.
Need a
It
break
doesn't
valve.
have a stopcock reverse valve. It needs a reversing valve.
I'll give you a
Malik Diamond. Here we go. Malik Diamond. Kalsowitz. Did you see the blue glass hoot diver? How's the blue look in person? Good question. Kalsowitz.
It's nice. It has a sunburst to it. It's not for me, but it's a really nice blue. Kind of reminds me of the Vacheron blue.
He wants Mark to supply a stopcock valve. Mark never
No.
The biggest difference with the blue one is that the numerals are just white instead of the faux patina.
Fake Tina.
I see.
There we go. I'm going to be selling this bum gun soon. Okay.
It's
This is
absolutely
not
true. unless it has
approved.
a
Not
brake valve on
approved
it.
for Australian use.
It's not. It's got to have a brake valve on it because if there was a fault in the pumping station and Archie was flushing his bum with it, it'd suck up all of the feces, go back into the town water supply.
Be the
and
first
we'd all
time
be
that Archie
very
got sucked in years.
famous.
And 10
How
million
did you
times.
know this, blue shirt? I mean, Sovereign, how did you know this?
How do I know it?
Yeah.
He's got a dirty bum. He
It's
should.
a plumbing code, Archie. It's a plumbing code.
a plumbing code.
Mark
In
told
my-
me to buy it. Mark told me to buy it.
Well, and apparently it's not illegal to sell it in Australia. It's just illegal to use it.
You can use it. You just need to put a brake valve in it.
Australia is a nation of dirty bums. That's all I've got
It
to
just
say.
needs an anti-siphon valve. That's all.
Well,
no. It's not approved for agricultural use. That's the problem with it.
I gotta tell you, I'm disappointed. I put all that money in, and it's just
all $27.
But who did you get to install it, Archie? Daryl the plumber?
He said he cannot install it. It's illegal for him to plug it in because it's not approved.
It's hard.
It needs a non-return valve. So basically the water won't go back in because of contaminants. You understand this, so Ron. You're the one who told me if you're running a cinema, you can't have synthetic carpet in the joint. My God, what a joke!
Did you get carpet beetles in your cinema?
Yes!
Well, after Archie visited. See, Archie used to come to the movie. It did only show up on Tuesday because in Australia we have a thing called Budget Tuesday, which is half price day. So
you really call it Bogan Tuesday, don't you? That's because that's when Archie shows up.
Nice.
Yeah, I like the discounts.
Where is Discount? We haven't seen him in the peanut gallery lately.
Gentlemen, I'm surprised we're still continuing with the show. I've been here for at least a minute.
Doc!
No,
Hey, Doc.
actually, speaking of which, I'm just going to take a small toilet break myself. I'll be back. Small toilet break. And I won't be using the bum gun! There we go. You can thank Mark for that disaster.
Archie, while the adults will talk amongst themselves.
Before you leave, have we already done a Patek watch check already?
He cannot hear you.
Yeah, he already can't hear you, Doc.
Guys, we want you to hold your super chats now. We don't want any money showing up until Fat Boy is back in the chair.
On the other hand, you can PayPal K9Shrink at AOL.com, K9Shrink at AOL.com.
But
there you go.
You can, but you shouldn't.
So what are we all wearing today, gentlemen?
Boxers. How about you? Actually, the last time I talked to Clyde, he wasn't wearing anything. He had a crappy luxury camera, nip slip moment. Sadly, I wasn't recording.
Thank God.
How's it going, Doc?
Going pretty well. I finally got off work, so I'm a happy camper at the moment.
Yeah. How was it busy at the morgue today?
Well, some weekends are deader than others, but I'm just glad to get out. Just glad to get out.
Do you guys think everything is just going through the roof in the hobby, though? I mean, I'm being told, like, even though the overseas version 3, the new one, hard to get at dealers now, and they're selling for over MSRP used.
Really?
Yeah. It's like, yeah.
Well, when the prices on Rolex went up, it probably drove some of the other brands' prices up, too.
Now, when Archie comes back, we're going to have to tell him we begged for money, but none came in.
You might want to tell him that we had to donate money.
No, because he'd be able to see that. Also, I don't want to donate money.
The only thing Archie donates is a bloody turd to the luggage point sewage works.
No. Okay, I'd like to say for once that wasn't me.
Where is the Clive stream?
Well, I haven't had time. You have to really hydrate for these sort of things, Yeah.
He's also had technical difficulties on at least one or two of his last streams.
Like he peed on the lap.
We want to talk about that.
But I saw and
yeah, more was revealed than it was supposed to be revealed on the stream.
Yep.
Clyde, we were actually able to determine the size of your prostate from that last Clive stream.
Nice.
A little help from the doc. He's offered to adjust it.
Simple manipulation.
Do you have to tip for that, doc? Or is that like all part of the service?
Well, we never mind getting tipped. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just the tip.
Mark, are you wearing the gold sub?
I am, actually.
Awesome.
I am indeed wearing the gold sub as we speak.
And the interesting thing is that at a glance, it doesn't jump out as gold. I think it's a more subtle gold.
Well, that's true depending on the light, but also my camera doesn't. I'm shooting with a potato.
I want to throw something out here. We could all just get off the stream and do a reverse Archie in advance.
Oh my God, we could all hang up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay. Kelsey, what say you? Yay or nay?
Yay.
I'm in, Clydeston. I'm in.
ABC, yay or nay?
Yep, let's do it.
Clyde, count us down. Clyde, count us down.
Sure, why not?
Count us down, Clyde. Count us down.
8.
Yeah, but I just got here.
Well, then you stay. But you're on your own, buddy. 8, 7,
8, 7, 6. Actually, do we want to wait till he walks back?
Yes, you got to wait till he comes back.
As the headphones come on, we all press the button.
Okay, right as the headphones go on. All right, I'm on the Leave studio right now.
He may actually get us though. He may not come back.
No, what we're gonna say now, he'll come back. I think he'll come back. But what we're gonna say is, I guess he's not coming back, and then we just hit the button. But we don't do that till he's just getting the cans on over the horns. Okay, good idea.
See you later then. Okay, see you later. Okay,
There we go. Exactly.
So what's everyone else wearing? Did
Maybe
you guys
Don.
cover that already?
Explorer 2 Polar.
Here it comes.
Will I shoot that?
Nice.
Here he is.
All right, here we go. All right.
1, and out.
Well, I guess
All
he's
right,
not
later,
coming back.
fellas.
All right,
Hey
take care.
guys, I'm back.
Oh, a bunch of us took off already. You're back?
Hey. Yeah, what a lousy bunch of critters they are there. Here we go, JBI DX, $5. 3-piece German meal deal, SIN, NZ, EZM9, SCQ, and Datagraph. Interesting collection. So who we
It
got? We
looks
got
like
Doc,
a Ron the Shrink collection.
we got Doc,
right there.
and we've got the Rancher. What's the Rancher still doing here?
I think that's a technical difficulty on his part. I'm not sure he's really there.
Okay. He was there. He's gone now. So, Doc, talk to me. Talk to me, Doc. We've got 9 minutes before the show ends.
Really? I don't know if I
me.
can handle that. I'm used to only 1 or 2 minutes before the end of the show.
What do you seriously think of Kausowicz's glass hoot? The guy's nuts. $9,000.
You can get yourself into a nice Submariner for that kind of money. I mean, not a new one, obviously, but
No.
But I mean, you could get yourself a pre-ceramic, very nice pre-ceramic Submariner for $9,000. I can't see it. And on top of that, did he get it new?
Yes.
So I mean, unless he's keeping it forever, he's not going to get his $9,000 back.
He said he got a substantial discount. I think he paid about $6.
I don't know. As you may remember, I'm a Type 20 fan, so I was thinking of getting a Breitling 765. Part of the problem with that, though, is it's retailing at $8,600. No way am I paying anything like that.
Here we go, Andrew, $2. To be honest, the Bears collection beats the trainer, the dog trainer. Yeah, the Bear's got a lot of money. He's got a lot of money.
Well, the interesting is that the trainer could, he could keep his money in watches. He's just psychologically, he's afraid to do that.
Look, how many watches do you really need?
Exactly.
Now that all the other guys have gone and all the bravados left the show, I can tell you seriously, how many watches do you really need? How many do you really need? And I'm starting to realize that maybe the answer to happiness... Hey, Doc, I want to run it by you, okay?
Less is more.
What do you think of a third or fourth hand F30 328i?
I thought you didn't like plastic water pumps.
I want to get... They're cheap, but if I just drive it once a week, it'll last, won't it? If I don't put any Ks on it, it should last, shouldn't it?
except for the some of the electronics within the cars. Um, you know, like I have a Porsche that I didn't really drive a lot, but it had sort of a black box of DME, and just one day it wouldn't start. I didn't do anything to it; it just wouldn't start.
What did it cost to replace that?
Oh, wasn't that bad, like $400.
Mr. C, $2. Doc, why are you still here? Because he's my friend. That's why. He's my friend, unlike the rest of those people.
And I just got here.
Yeah, he's okay. I got to tell you seriously, what do you think of a BMW secondhand? Are they a good little car to have, or what do you think?
I think they can be. I kind of got lucky. I got an M model, and
Do you
when you
reckon
brought
I
up,
should get a... I want to ask you this. I'm not a big fan of the E90s. They're a bit dated. I love the E46s.
yep, that's what I have.
Herman So's, $20. Hello, Arch, how are you? My AD just got Rolex Polar. My AD just got my Rolex Polar, just came in, and you should stop worrying money when it comes to the hobby. Whatever you want, just buy the fucking thing. By the way, Herman So's,
Especially if you think
don't-
about the fact that we're not here that long, even if we're
Look
here
at
a
this.
long time.
Look at what I'm wearing today. This is my best shirt. You know what happened, Herman So's? Let me tell you. Because I actually save the shirts that Herman So's sends me. This is the Herman So's shirt. I thought, you know what? It's Sunday. I'm going to put on my favorite shirt. This is the blue with the cufflinks. No pocket, because the pockets, lack of pockets, make you look thinner. I put my paddock on, and I just feel $1 million in this shirt, you know?
The other thing about a lack of a pocket is it makes the shirt fit
It
in
does,
a more
'cause
tailored fashion.
You don't
It's
put
more
crap in. You
tailored.
don't put crap in it. You don't put crap in it.
Well, people don't do that anymore.
Herman,
So you don't really need
So's, I love your shirts. I'm starting to wear them, and I'm starting to think. I got to tell you, I'm thinking about getting a third or fourth hand BMW.
It's not a bad idea.
I want to have some fun. I love cars. Okay, I don't have to get a new one. Don't have to get a new one. Oh, Porsche 993 E46 interior sucks. Yes, the headlining sags, sticky buttons, you name it. It is a bitch. I understand.
But you know, by the time you or anyone else is seeing the interior, it's too late. The exterior styling is, I think that was their pinnacle. You know, it's the best styling.
Yankee Doodle, $2. Where do you keep your pen without a shirt pocket? That's a very good question. What you have is a pocket, a pen pouch, and you put that in your suit jacket. That's what you do. That's what
Reality is, you know, most of the time you don't even need a pen to survive anymore.
No.
So it's much nicer to have a shirt that's well tailored without pockets.
Yes. I got to tell you, I'm actually thinking myself, I might get rid of one of the paddocks and buy a third or fourth hand BMW. But you know
I think
what
that
really,
would be a more rounded. It'd be a more rounded lifestyle. That'd
I
be a
love
more
cars.
well-rounded.
You know that? I really do love cars.
And think about how many more years left you have to enjoy the cars, because you won't be able to do it in the later years. You'll be like not able to drive as well. Can't drive at night, all that good stuff. Now is the time to enjoy.
It's very hard because I should be investing this money, you know?
You invest some of it, and then
Yankee Doodle, $2. Seems awfully complicated to have a pen pouch.
it is complicated. And you know, I have a pen pouch in my bag. So I have a computer bag. My computer's there. If I need a pen, my bag is almost always with me or nearby. And how many times do I have to scramble for a pin? Maybe once or twice a month I'm scrambling for a pin.
What do you think about buying a second-hand Lexus?
That's more practical. That's the practical person does that. You might not have as much fun with it, but that's what the practical person does. You know, I had to have coils done on my BMW. It just suddenly some of the cylinder banks just went out, just on their own. Two of the banks out of 6-cylinder. It's a big pain in the ass, but I enjoy the car. Once it's fixed, yes, I had to pay a few $100. I enjoy the car.
And Herman Sows, tell me when you want to do something on the channel. I want to promote. He's a brilliant tailor. I love his work. Herman Sows, I love the shirts. I'm starting to wear them. I'm starting to enjoy these shirts. I love them, Herman Sows. I really love these shirts.
And how old do you need to be in order to actually start wearing them? You see.
I've decided just to start using stuff, wear stuff. Whiskey's for drinking, watches are for wearing, and wenches are for wooting.
Yeah, and the only other thing you might
Warren
do.
Buffett. You may not like Warren Buffett. He's a bit divisive. But Warren Buffett's talking about stupidity. He said it's like saving sex for old age. It's a really dumb idea.
Absolutely dumb idea. Now the thing is that if you sell one of those identical Pateks before buying a BMW, the smart thing would be to get yourself into a Rolex again, because you do need a Rolex. Come on, every man needs
Yankee
a Rolex.
Doodle, $5. I just saw the most beautiful Lexus. Never knew it existed. Look up the RC350.
That is a nice looking Lexus.
Have you seen that Lexus?
If it's the sports car, not a sedan. What I'm thinking of is a sports car.
RC350. What the hell is this thing? Oh no, that's just a. It's a coupe. It's a coupe. It's a coupe. That's what it is. It's a coupe. Yeah, that's a beautiful. Actually, that is. I got to tell you, man, that is. I'm just going to bring up that picture. Just
Right,
so
but I mean, it's not the sedan. I guess you're right. It's not a sports car as much as a coupe, but it's.
Yeah, it is actually very sexy.
Yeah.
I love that red. Look at the red. It looks beautiful.
Basically, they took a lot of the design cues off of the LFA and tried to put it onto this more practical car.
Herman Sows has sent me some information. Herman Sows, $20. Thank you, Herman Sows. Arch, invest in your toys and hobbies. Screw the investments, trust me. And wear all the shirts. I will make you more, don't worry.
Well, that's a good point, too. Something like shirts. Why are you dressing like a hobo with plans to wear the shirt? Later in your later years, you're going to save them and wear them later. Come on. It's a shirt. Just wear the shirt. If it wears out in 10 years, get another shirt. And a Herman Sows shirt is probably not going to wear out in 10 years anyway.
They're beautiful shirts. They're tailored. He came in, tailored it for me. He's a... Arch, invest in your toys and hobbies. Screw the investments. Trust me.
Well, see, you can have investments.
Very wise advice.
You can have investments that sit stagnant somewhere in a vault. What good is that? You're not enjoying it. You're not enjoying it. It's all psychological at that point. You have to enjoy it for it to be real. And let's say you live to be 100.
Yeah.
Was that enough time to enjoy all your toys? Probably not. Probably not.
Malik Diamond, $20. Arch. A Lange up-down versus a Vacheron triple calendar. Do not tell me Patek. Give me honest opinion between the two. Okay, so let's.
I know what I'd vote for out of those two, but he already knew to say don't go Patek because I'm not a Patek fan anyway, except for the 5170P.
Okay, this Lange up down. So there we go. That's what it is. I got a friend of mine's got this watch. The only words you can use to describe it is absolutely beautiful. Okay.
Do you think a triple calendar beats it?
Okay. Now that's
I
that's
don't.
a very good question. Okay, so basically the Vacheron, which triple calendar is he talking? The 1942? He must be, isn't he?
I can't think of any triple calendar that looks nicer than the Lange up down.
Okay, so this is the one here. It's got teardrop lugs. It's part of the Histories series.
Yeah, I'm not as excited about that. But a lot of people are excited about that series. They love that series. They like the lugs.
I gotta be totally honest with you. I think the Vacheron is amazing. They're about 20,000 US retail, but you can get them for 14 to 15 on the pre-owned market. It's a lovely watch, and I love a triple date. I must admit, I think a triple date is very special. Okay.
But can I say something about the Lange?
I got to tell you seriously, if it was me, I'd have to go Lange. I would have to go Lange, not because there's anything wrong with the Vacheron, but that up-down.
The Lange has a balanced
just
design.
Beautiful. And it's a Lange. A Lange is like, I think it's Lange and Patek.
But if you look at that dial, it has a balanced dial. It's one of the most well-balanced.
I gotta be honest with you. I think some of the Patrimonies are as good as Lange, but I don't know if the Histories triple date is as nice as a Lange. Okay, that's what the answer. I think if it was me, Lange up down. Okay, sorry. Well,
I would suggest
apologize for that. That's a beautiful watch.
In terms of aesthetics, comparing one to the other, I think the Lange just beats it out.
I gotta tell you, honestly, Doc, I could have gone, had all Langes instead of all Pateks.
Ooh, you'd be in even a more difficult position had you done that, though.
They're really good bang per buck. Lange second hand, really good bang per buck. I wouldn't want to buy Lange new.
But of course, as hard as it is to move a Patek, it's even harder to move a Lange. Right? I mean, am I wrong? I've never owned either, but I see them for sale.
Yep, here we go. I cater 9555 $2. What's your lotto watch? Ferdinand Baralfad for me.
I've got two lottery watches. Two of them. And they're sort of opposite ends of spectrum.
What's that? Tell me your
one of my lottery watches would be an exotic dial Paul Newman, and yes, that is dangerous. Could be fake, could have a redial on it, all this stuff. But in terms of a lottery watch, that's one of them. The other one is a Patek.
I got to tell you, seriously, for me, my lottery watch, I remember being in a swimming pool in Pattaya and thinking, what would I buy if I had unlimited money?
What one watch would you buy?
It was a 5110 World Time.
You've already got a World Time.
No. This was in the early 2000s. Okay.
I see.
Because they were just released. They were completely unattainable, and I thought, I wouldn't even get it in platinum. I would get it in white gold just to be a little bit humble. Okay. And I ended up getting it in white, and then I got the yellow. And I got to tell you, seriously, now you're never satisfied. You're never satisfied.
I thought you were going to quote Mr. Spock.
I would say, yes, that's a great quote. That I would say for me now, my lottery winner watch would be a 5070p. Okay, because these were 42 mil, extremely collectible. I'd get it in platinum. Look at that. With that is just. I think that's
scary. That's almost my lottery watch. That's too scary. We shouldn't have the same lottery watch.
Well, the 5170 is cheaper. You know that?
80 grand.
I don't know about
80 grand US is what's going around right now.
I got to tell you, seriously, it's funny. The more you have, the more you want.
Having is not so pleasing a thing after all as wanting.
Dr. Spock. Dr. Spock.
But the 5170p, it has those applied indices. It just has so much more going on with it, and yet seems to fly under the radar. You wouldn't necessarily notice those indices unless you know to look at them.
No, you're right.
And,
you're 100% right.
And
with the blue dial?
Blue dial, absolutely. Blue dial, absolutely. And I don't have a blue dial. Well, technically I have a bluesy, but my bluesy is purple. So I don't really have a blue dial. And, that's a nice color. I mean,
here we
it's
go.
like
Elliot, $5. 18K ARCHIELUXURY Reverso, 23 by 38K is too small for a men's watch. Now look, stop. These are rectangular watches, so they are a little bit deceptive, okay? So I've got the Reverso Grand Date. So the width of it there is actually not very big. But I got to tell you, when I had the Monaco, the Hoya Monaco with the
which
Salita
is a bigger
movement,
watch. That's a gorgeous watch.
It was 39 mil. The original was 38, and I think it was too big at 39. 39 because it's a square. It's not circle. It's a square. Okay, so a rectangle and a square wear differently than a circle watch. Remember that. And SP $5. Seriously though, what other watch is as beautiful, timeless, classy and fun as the JLC Reverso?
It's a nice sporty dress watch, I give it that. That's a watch you need to put on your wrist to see what works well, because it is rectangular. You don't have any idea until you actually put it on of how it's going to wear.
It is a beautiful watch, that. I love my Reverso.
I put on it wasn't a Reverso, but I went to Las Vegas last year and went to they've got in the Wynn Hotel, they've got all these watch dealers there. So anyway, I put on a tank, Cartier tank. And it was amazing for such a small watch, how big it seemed on the wrist, because again, it's rectangular.
Yes.
So you have to be careful. You can't just assume based on the numbers and just buy it.
Joe Money, $2 lottery watch, 5711 in platinum, pure class.
It's a personal taste sort of matter. That's not a bad one.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I kind of think it's a little bit
kind of cliche,
cool.
Right?
Yeah, it's too cool. I don't like things that are cool, I like things that are a little bit off.
That's why I like the idea of that chronograph.
Yeah, exactly.
I've never seen one except for at the Wynn. It's the only time I've ever seen one.
Yankee Doodle, $5. When is the last time you saw a Reverso in the wild? I've never seen one. Ooh.
That's a good point too. You don't see Reversos out there.
No. No, interesting point.
That's the reason that the Jin Tingler said whenever he wears his Reverso, if he goes to, you know, an AD or whatever, and he's wearing his Reverso, they make a big deal about it because you just don't see people wearing them. And of course, anyone wearing a Reverso must really be into watches.
Yeah, I gotta say that. The thing is, I don't like things that are so cool, trendy. You know, I like things that have gone out of flavor. You know.
Or things that haven't been discovered yet.
Yes. Yes.
This is the
Diamond,
old way.
$10. Arch, out of all the paid reviews, which one is the best off the top of your head to keep eye-keeping watches? Ant G review. I wish to have similar one day. I gotta tell you, you know, I when I do these reviews here, I really like someone who is just a working guy. They're not just absolutely loaded. I got a lot of respect for someone who's built the collection slowly.
With a struggle.
And yeah, you know, they haven't just been given all this money and they can buy whatever they, you know, like you see these people, they got a Nautilus, they got an Aquanaut, they got a Panda, they got a Hulk, the Pepsi, a Batman, they got all the key ones. You think, he's just got money, right? But somebody who's had to struggle and save and do things, it's really quite, I think that's quite kind of the way to do it there. And you don't have to have the fanciest, the most expensive watches to have beautiful stuff. I think a man who's got a Speedy, some sort of like a Sub, a Speedy, an Explorer, you know, they build a collection. I got a lot of respect for somebody who just, you know, they just don't have unlimited funds, you know.
Absolutely.
So that's what I kind of like these collections where someone has I'll tell you what I like. Speedy, Tudor Black Bay, Explorer, and maybe like a Reverso. Those kind of 4 key, like what I love is you look at a review and the collection is bigger than the sum of the parts. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. I remember one of the reviews you did, someone was gifted a watch by his father. It wasn't an expensive watch, but it was nice, a dress watch. And then he kind of got into it and got himself a Speedmaster Professional, man on the moon.
Yeah.
And then with hard work, he got himself into, I think it was a no-date Sub. And that was a great collection. That was an awesome collection. He had a dress watch.
Tell you,
No-date Sub.
I really like it was GB's. He just given me a super chat now. GB. He's just a working guy. Nothing given on a plate. Just hard-working guy. And he's building a really nice collection. Here we go. Ice Ada 9555 $2. I'm coming out of the closet. I love Jacket Dros. It's
I have to say, what is that?
You know, it's kind of a very new kind of player. I can't stand it. No, I don't know. Look, some people like it.
It's like Melee or something like that.
I'll bring a picture of it up. There you go. They kind of.
So it kind of reminds me a little bit of what is that? Kind of reminds me a little bit of the Lange has a series sort of like that, right?
Exactly. GB $2. What's your most memorable Archie explodes? I got to tell you, what really irks me is when people buy stuff without asking me first, and then they come to me for validation.
And it's too late.
It's too late. And the other thing is that a lot of people think by having so much money and just buying all the cool, trendy stuff, that's not really You don't have to do that. You know what I mean?
You're better not.
And that's
The
what
classic,
I kind of.
the classic lives forever. You know, if you get the
Exactly.
trendy stuff, what happens 5 years from now? You know.
Exactly. So that's kind of what.
And the glass shoot has some watches similar to this one you're looking at now. It's awfully hard to read the time on those.
Exactly. Exactly.
You need something a little more functional, I think.
But I gotta tell you seriously. Here we go. SP $5. Archie slagging Auckland off was absolutely hilarious and 100% accurate. I gotta tell you, I do love New Zealand. New Zealand is a beautiful country. It's just damn expensive.
And I think they're competing with Australia for the most draconian rules with regard to this whole virus situation.
Yeah, very, very hard-assed. They've got a left-wing government. She's just so PC. So PC.
Yep.
I don't know what to say. It's just PC's gone crazy, you know. The funny thing is, I support some of these things. You know, you don't want to be racist. You don't want to be sexist. You don't want to be these things are good, right?
Yeah, but now they're telling you that you're born that way. You're born racist and sexist.
When it's so, it's
all virtue signaling, though. That's the problem.
It goes too far. It swings too far. You know, that's
for virtue signaling. There's no choice but to go too far because it has nothing to do with actual reality. All has to do with appearances. Oh, I want to look like I'm promoting this.
Exactly. So it's like everyone jumped on the environmental bandwagon, you know.
See, the environmental thing is fine. I think everyone can agree you want to save the environment.
It's like what's her name? Meghan and Harry, right? They're environmentally friendly. So that what do? They jump on a private jet. How many?
No, they're virtue signaling.
How much fossil fuel did they waste doing that? You know, it's like these people who go and buy all this stuff, right? The best thing you can do if you want to save the environment is buy quality things that don't need to be replaced. You understand?
Absolutely.
And what makes me sad is there's so much waste in the world. We really do waste so much stuff.
When you think about it, because often they ask about, you know, what's better, a watch or a car. Cars are far more wasteful. You know, you're far more likely to sell it. It gets recycled. Eventually, it gets dumped. It's just more resource heavy than a watch. You know.
Yeah. That's exactly right. 100% right.
And I'm into cars too, but I think the watches are just a little more enjoyable.
Yankee Doodle, $2. I found my Grail. JLC Stepantium in platinum. Stepaninium, that's right, in platinum.
Means there's some sort of a line probably bisecting the watch. I've never seen this thing. Just from the name.
I'll see if I can bring it up here.
It's got some kind of septum, maybe. Otherwise, it's referring to something completely different.
No, you're right.
But you can't buy it new, Yankee. Can't buy it new.
How do I spell this? You got to spell it right.
This SEPTAN.
Yeah.
TIEME.
Oh, that's amazing. That's like my Reverso Grand Date layout. That's a beautiful watch.
But they're bisecting the dial and adding some things.
My God, that's beautiful. That's a gorgeous watch. That's very cool.
I think it's a nice watch. For me, it's a little busier. I'd probably go with the more classic, but that's
That's
definitely
a
a nice
70th
watch.
anniversary in platinum. My God, it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous, that watch.
Wonder how much it runs.
I don't think it'd be cheap, you know.
I'm guessing 50 US, but I have no idea.
It's absolutely. You can get a yellow gold one. What's a yellow gold one of these worth? Ooh, 100. Oh, no, that's in a different currency. It's in a different currency. What the hell is it?
The gold one must be about 20 US.
My
It doesn't look
currencies
special
are
edition.
all over the shop. I want this in. I want this in currency. I want this in US. Yankee dollars is what I want. US dollars. That's what we want. We want
Yankee
real
Doodle dollars.
50,000. 50,000 for the
For the
platinum
gold?
one.
For the platinum. That's what I kind of figured.
50,000. My God. Yeah, I do like it. It's beautiful. But I gotta say, man, you know, it's this is the difficult thing in life, you know. Is the idea to die with the most money, or is it to have fun along the way?
A lot of people say the idea is to die as you came into the world. Broke, no money at all.
Yes. Yes.
You maximally enjoyed everything you had. And then you left.
Yes.
Exit stage right.
Exit stage right, yes.
Your family probably doesn't like it that way, but if you think about anybody who's done it, they've lived the fullest life you can imagine, I would think. If you actually amass anything significant and that's the way you go out, wow.
Doc, I'm gonna wrap this show up. I want to thank you for staying on here where everyone else deserted me.
Well, it was my pleasure.
Tim Wright, Arch, do you support law banning plastic watches? Look, I got nothing against plastic for different applications, right? But I think realistically, we waste so much stuff. Inbuilt obsolescence. This is where the real waste comes up.
I gotta say, I don't even like plastic liners on movements.
Oh, I hate that. I hate plastic liners. I hate it.
I just don't want any plastic at all. Just leave the plastic out.
David Coffey, $5. Arch, bring up and play What Does Your Watch Say About You? Part 11, Paddock Complication Annual Calendar. I will do that after the show ends, David. Thank you for your support. Guys, we will see you in the next one. I love yous all. See you. I'll have a show on tomorrow.
Like, subscribe, and tell your friends.